Hello, welcome to this video. And I love this filter. I think it's fantastic. It is so bright and beautiful. Love it. Okay, yesterday was part 1 of this video series. I did a video yesterday on, it's like, fuck it, it's time for me. And it means it's time for you really to put yourself as a priority, to choose you, really embrace your inner rebel and start to live a life that you love, like a healthy, happy life that feels good to you. And I'm talking to women 50 plus, but of course, anybody, any age, that's the idea. This is what we need to do, right? It's really time to step in and start doing what you love to do and living the way you love to live. And it doesn't mean you have to quit your job. And this is what I'm going to show you. Because you see, it's like designing a life from the inside out. You always start from the inside of you out. Okay, I am on my personal page of Facebook, and I'm also going to post this on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Diana Marchand, and it's also going to be in my Facebook group, Women Living Boldly 50 Plus. So many places. And I'm just going to share it there. Yesterday, please watch that if you haven't. You'll get so much out of it. It seems like, oh, well, what else? What could she really be talking about? But watch it. I can guarantee you will be like, oh, you are so right. It's just the awareness, right? Bring into awareness. Oh, this is the way I've been living, or this is what I've been doing, or this is the way I've been thinking. And oh my God, that limited me so much. I can see how I can begin thinking different, doing different things and all this. And just having different concepts so that you can really step up and live a life that feels more right to you right now, feels better to you right now, and in the future. Because we got to remember, it's like for women 50 plus, like when are you going to start if you don't start now? You're the youngest you're ever going to be. And I know that seems like, oh my God, don't even tell me. I don't like that knowledge, but it's the fact. It really is a fact, right? I'm the youngest I'm going to be. This is it. I'm not going to be younger than this in the future, right? So what are you waiting for? And that's what I decided. I'm 60 now. I remember when I turned 50, I felt really powerful. And it was another big moment in my life where I made changes, where I did, just did things differently. And I had this newfound confidence and thought, I'm going to do it for me. I'm going to be the best me. Of course, we're still being great for other people, because when you are the best you and you feel the best, health-wise also, right? Body, mind, and soul, then you are so much better for other people, right? Okay, so I'm just sharing it to my, group. And, okay, there. You can just fast forward, of course, watching the replay. But let me know you watch the replay. I would love to know. Say hello. If you're on YouTube, give me a like, give me a love, subscribe. Share this video, even on Facebook. Share it if you think someone would like to hear it. I would love that. And okay, let's get started. So yesterday, I was doing... In my video, I talked about other things as well as talking. So one thing I did was I talked about the programming and conditioning and how we were raised. If we're over 50, we were raised a certain way, thinking women needed to be a certain way. And, we had these expectations, programming, conditioning for what a good girl was. Then all of a sudden you're a wife, then you're a mother, all of these things, right? These roles that we played. And there was really specific ways that we were kind of thought we should be and should not be. And often that left us trying to kind of play a role and not really knowing who we really are and not taking time for ourselves. We were raised in a time when it's like putting time for yourself. You never heard a woman say, my mom never said, oh, you know what? I'm going to put myself as a priority and I'm going to do things for me this week. She would have never said that, right? It was more about, you just do all the things. And when women started working again or working full time, Then it was like, well, now they're expected to do all the household stuff, raise the kids, make the appointments, plan the gatherings, family gatherings, buy the present, get the gifts, do all these, take the kids to appointments, take them to their sports. Like, that's crazy. So now I think people are kind of wondering, noticing, oh my God, that's crazy. We're not going to be like that anymore. So it may be hard if you're 50 plus to start to feel okay with putting yourself as a priority and doing things for you. Because in the back of our head, we hear that's selfish. We think people are going to judge me. They're going to talk about me. They're judging me right now. I know them, right? I know what people are going to say. Let's stop that, because it's time to really ditch those things. Like I said, if not now, when? Seriously, when? If you don't stop that stuff now, it's crazy. So it's, we get to live a life that brings us joy. And I'm going to, in the video yesterday and today too, it's like you start by doing little things. When you start to give yourself time, and one thing I talked about was a morning practice, and I am doing a free 7-day morning ritual practice experience starting this Saturday. And each morning you get like a link to a 10-minute video. So all you need is 10 minutes in the morning. You can do it. I know you can. I wake up 10 minutes earlier, and it'll guide you through a little morning practice. And then that is your time. And now through the 7 days, you're going to see different ones, but then you could pick what you like, and then you could continue on. I hope you do, because this is the time for you to really take time for yourself, connect to you, connect to your body, gain better body awareness, have more sense of who you are, start to hear your intuition again, right? It's like, oh, wow. You start to hear what you really want, what your soul's telling you, right? Hello, I see that a couple of people are joining me. So hello, it's so nice to have you. And so today I talked about 3 personal powers. So over these 2 days, I'm talking about 7 personal powers that I came up with. I didn't come up with them. Anyways, 7 personal powers after working with hundreds and hundreds of women over the years, trying to work through their nutrition, their health, their losing weight, perimenopause, menopause, overall health and wellness and happiness, right? Yesterday, I talked about the power of choice, the power of identity, and the power of boundaries. So make sure you watch that video. Very, very good. Today, I'm covering 4 personal powers. And so when we have the awareness of like, oh, I have been living like this, right? Putting myself last, hoping and waiting that there'll be time for me, but there never is. Letting other people kind of control my space, control what I do. I'm doing for them, waiting to do for me. And other people expect things from you, and all of this. And then you lose a sense of yourself. You kind of lose joy in life, because all of a sudden you're like, I never have time for me. And I want to do something that brings me joy, but I don't even know what that is anymore. If I could pick something more purposeful, what would that even be? I don't feel fulfilled. I feel a little flat. Hi, Brenda. All of these things that we kind of get to know after a while. It's like, wow, I'm feeling uninspired, unmotivated, a little tired, kind of just blah in life, because it's time for changes. It's time for you to step up, reignite the spark within you, right? Finding to excite you in life again. And as we're aging, sorry, I see it spinning, and maybe not. As we're aging, oh my God, I get into that too. I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I really have to look forward to? And that sounds terrible, but our minds do go there. And the thing is that we create, my hair's sticking up all weird. We get to create a life that we love. And that's the thing. We can't wait for someone else to do it for us, or for it to magically come. It's like, let's do it ourselves. Let's do it. Let's think about what would be good for us. And of course, we can't do that all in this video, but by stepping into our personal powers and really coming from that place of, you know what? Yes, it's time for me. I'm choosing me. I'm going to do things that bring me joy. I'm going to explore things. I'm going to get to know myself better. All of these things. Then you start to feel better, and opportunities and possibilities start opening up for you, and you try different things and you explore different things. And then it's like, then you're excited again, right? So that's where we want to get you. So the other personal powers is, one of the biggest ones is belief. So it's like the power of belief. The power of belief. when you believe in yourself, believe that more is possible for you, believe that it's not too late, believe that you're amazing just the way you are, right? That lights you up more. We want to, I did a video last Tuesday about energy and how we lose energy and all the ways we give away our energy, and then we're not replenishing it as women. So your life force energy starts to dwindle. Of course, you feel tired, apathetic, blah, exhausted, unmotivated, and not every, but a bit, right? It's like, oh my God, like what's left for me? Maybe a little bit like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to live out the rest of my life the way it is because I can't change it, right? So the belief in what's possible. When you don't have faith, trust, and belief in that there's something better for you, that leads you into more of a depression, right? So let's get rid of that, right? It's more about opening up. Wow, what do I really believe about me as a person? What do I believe about my life? What do I believe is possible for me? Even when it comes to relationships, love in your life again, a new career, like starting something totally new, or maybe starting a side job. We talk ourselves out of it, or we hear other people around us kind of talk down about it, like, oh, I'm too old for anything like that. That no one would hire me. There's nothing I can do now. I'm not going to start something new now. What's the point? And if you're just over 50, like what if you're between 50 and 60, right? Then, oh my God, you guys, you don't want to stay the same for the rest of your life if you're not satisfied with the way your life is right now. Because listen, you've got nothing to lose. You've got nothing to lose by making changes. Okay? Hey, Sherry. You say that about live streaming. What do you say? You got nothing to lose? The comments are, what do you say about live streaming? I love it. We've got nothing to lose. Too old for live streaming? Is that what? Just let me know. I'm curious. Too old? No. Hey, this is a filter, Sherry. There's fantabulous filters. Just pick a filter. I don't go on without a filter often. And I tell people that, right? When I'm looking at my video, I want to like the video I see. I want to, the filter to do it. And it gives it good lighting and it gives it good color and whatever, right? So you pick a good filter. And you have conversations with people just like you're sitting across from them at a table, right? That's like how I want to think about it. I want to think of it like we're out for dinner or we're out for drinks, right? Let's have a conversation, right? So the power of belief. And that's one of the harder things. Because if we lived most of our life thinking, oh, thanks, sir. Yes, it does work. That's the great thing. It's hard. There's so many weird Facebook filters now. It takes a while to go through them and find one. Facebook Live filters, oh my God. But, if we don't believe in ourselves, or if we don't believe that something new is possible for us, we lose hope. And that definitely leads to depression. And also, lack of expression leads to depression. So when you're not expressing yourself, right? So if, like, I have this where I love personal development. I love law of manifestation, all of that kind of stuff. I do love health, but I'm kind of done with talking a lot about it. I kind of find talking about food really boring right now. But it's my passion. I mean, that's just who I am, right? But if we don't have some form of expression, which could be creativity, could be painting, could be pottery, could be, I make jewelry. I make all my jewelry, right? Art, oh, that is fantastic. Do you do painting? What type of art do you do? Me, I do jewelry now. I used to draw when I was younger, and I love pottery. So that is, and I love expressing myself and learning and sharing what I learn. And sharing what's helped me to live a better life, and what helps me to experience being 60 and being okay, right, is going within and trying and finding and making sure we know that we get to, it's about us creating and designing a life we love. Oh, cool. Oh, that's amazing, Sherry. Excellent. Yeah, so really it's like we can't stop learning, right? So let's learn, let's share, let's find something and build the belief in yourself. Yes, I can do anything. Of course I can. Yes, I can start something at any age. Yes, I can, right? Because again, if not now, when? And you have nothing to lose. At the end of your life, which, whenever that will be, we'll only look back and go, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. Why was I so scared to do that? Why was I so scared to try that, right? I mean, I still battle, but this is what I mean. I'm in my head going, wow, you're still holding on to limiting beliefs. So when our beliefs are limited about what's possible, we are limited and our life is limited and what's available to us is limited. And when we only think we can do limited things, then it's like having blinders on. It's like you only see things that you think are possible for you, believe are possible. You don't open yourself up to other things that might come. So when you want to open yourself up, and that's another one, another personal power is the power of possibilities. Hey, you've done most of your bucket list, so have I. That's so cool. I love that. Yes, I've done most of my whole bucket list. I don't really have anything on it right now. So I'll be in Mexico for the winters. That's my thing. Warm climates for the winters. That's my thing. Right. So that's so good. We want that in life. So the people who have waited to take time now to really start living their life, I'm going to make you stand up and start living your life. Like it's time that you really step up, stand up and start living your life. And because maybe you haven't in the past, you haven't developed this power within you to believe it's all possible and that you can do it. And that's what I help women with, right? You really step into their personal powers and believe, you know what, I can do this. You build that trust, faith, and belief in yourself. Also a higher power. We're not alone, right? God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, because faith is everything. Okay, power of belief. So we've talked about that. It's believing. And when you are not quite there about believing something, you can use the words, I now choose to believe. And choose was in last video last night. The power of choice. When you're working on believing something, so let's say you're like, I can't yet believe that I can change careers at this age, right? Then you would say, I now choose to believe that I can change, that I can do what I love, that I can begin to do what I love. I now choose to believe that things are opening up for me to do what I love. I now choose to believe that opportunities are coming my way. I now choose to believe that I will see opportunities in the future. I now choose to believe that next year, my whole life will be so much different and amazing. I choose to believe that there's the right person out there for me, right? Like just those belief statements and noticing, hey, what I believe, I receive, right? We can't receive anything we don't believe that's possible for us. So it's opening up and working on a belief around ourselves. God, source, universe, believe that you can handle anything. Because if you've made it to 50 and beyond, let me tell you, you can handle anything. You've probably had a lot of hard things in your life, circumstances. You know that you can handle it. So having a bit of the future that's unknown because you're making a change, it's like, I can handle it. I know that when I get to the next step, I will be able to handle it. When I get to the next step, I will be able to handle it, right? So choosing you as in, I'm choosing to build my confidence. I'm choosing to build my belief. I'm choosing to build the faith within me. And I'm choosing to know I am worthy. I'm choosing to know I am deserving. And that's what I meant by like this. It's my time. Choose you, right? Choose you. So the next power is, again, here we go, power of trusting yourself. The power of trust, faith, and belief in yourself. And I already kind of talked about that. So today we had the power of belief and the power of trust. Belief and trust is different because we can believe something, but trust kind of comes in. Do I trust myself to follow through? Do I trust myself to actually take the big leap and continue on the journey. You know, if anybody's tried to lose weight, eat healthy, go to the gym consistently, you might have started and then you've stopped. And then you started again and then you sabotage. Then you started again, right? Then you develop, you're like, I don't trust myself to follow through. I don't trust myself to follow through. So building that trust within yourself, that's going to make huge difference. When you trust yourself, you'll take more chances. When you trust yourself, you don't have as much fear and worry, right? All of that. So you're developing the trust. Another power, personal power, is energy, the power of your energy. And what I mean by your energy is how you be in the world, like the energy that you're putting out, right? If you're putting out a lot of vibrant, healthy energy, that's a power, right? It's like developing that power within you by eating healthy, having healthy habits, focusing on health in your life, loving that you're working towards health, loving, see this image of you as a healthy body, right? And then the energy also as, am I giving love from my heart? Am I being an open-hearted person? And when I walk into a room, I smile and I'm open-hearted, right? That energy, that's power. And because we know we can sense other people's energies, right? And so we can determine how someone reacts to us or acts around us by the energy we give out. So we have a lot of control over a lot of things by giving out wonderful energy. And if you've ever had, I play with this a lot. Let's say someone's kind of mad with something, when they're talking or whatever. If you start sending them love and looking at them, really looking at them and thinking loving thoughts, they will change. They will change. So I play around with that. And just going into a room and if people are kind of down, that I kind of come in and I light it. Like I think about, I'm going to light up the room. I'm going to be smiley and I'm going to be happy. And eventually they'll change more to that too. So we have a lot of power in our energy. So the power is knowing you are in control of your energy. If someone is coming at you very angry or trying to get under your skin, which so many people do, you get to block their energy. So the intention, I'm blocking their energy, it's bouncing off. I'm blocking their energy, it's bouncing off. And just having the awareness that you don't have to absorb it. And when you do absorb it, it's like, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And there's many little energy techniques for you to let go of energy, to put a bubble around yourself and not absorb the energy. And then also to I do some breathing things with clients and stuff where they can send out this beautiful loving energy. And then we bring in universal source energy and it just lights us up. And you feel big, expansive, happy, and joyful and lighter. So it's very powerful. And the next the next power that we're talking about is the power of possibilities. Power of possibilities. Does anybody have any, I know there's a couple people here, does anybody have any questions? And if you're watching the replay, or if you have something you want to mention, let me know. And how are you guys with energy? Do you understand what I'm talking about? And have you played around with it? Do you pay attention to the energy you're bringing out to the world? And do you pay attention to what energy you're allowing yourself to absorb? That makes a huge difference. So really think about that. So what do I mean about, that's good, Sherry, excellent. What do I mean about the power of possibilities? And this is one of my favorites. The power of possibility is being open to possibilities and opportunities. And I have chosen to do this for quite a while. And once I did, it was like, oh my God, this feels so good. Before, I swear, it was like, I didn't think I had any control. Whatever happened to come to me just happened out of the blue to come to me. I have no control over that, right? That's what I used to think. And remember now that we know enough about the law of attraction and about how the energy and our frequency and our vibe and all that. We know that our energy attracts to us, right? Like attracts like, things like that. So remember to play with that. And the idea of possibilities is that kind of like horse with blinders on. When you only believe that there's only like one or two ways that you could do things, or that only certain things are possible for you now, you know, as we age, we think that. Hey, Kelly, as we age, we think that we can go to, oh, I'm old now, like nothing, like, what am I supposed to do now? You know, what can I really do now? What can I really start now? Well, then you have a very narrow focus in your life. You're not open to possibilities and opportunities. And so your life is going to be very small, very small. So what you got to do is like, okay, I am choosing to be open to possibilities. I'm choosing to be open. And in a way, it's like your eyes open, so you see in a much light. You're opening up this side view and everything. You're like, okay, I'm going to notice what people say. I'm going to notice what I see. I'm going to notice what I hear around me in my environment, because I will be told something's going to come to me. I'm going to know something. I'm going to hear something that's going to give me an opportunity or an idea or a possibility. And you can play like, it's totally possible. Kyle Cease does this. He's a coach. He says, it's totally possible that, and he has his clients say it. And so I wish I was a young girl. Yes, I know. Isn't that true, Sherry? We didn't know those things back then. It just wasn't. Always throwing the cart. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And it's funny, the things our parents used to say, you know, and the things we used to believe, that beliefs that were put on us, right? Oh my God. So, but now it's like, okay, I get to choose differently. I get to believe different things, and I'm going to open up to possibilities. And Kyle C says, it's totally possible that. And what I do it with is, because I buy lotto tickets. And yes, I have won money on lotto, and I've won some pretty good money. So it is possible. But I believe it's possible. I'm like, it's totally possible. I buy lotto tickets, so it's totally possible that next week I could be a millionaire. It's totally possible. You could not convince me that it's not possible. I believe 100% it's possible. And same with, I could, tomorrow I'm going for a walk because it's going to be a beautiful day. It's totally possible. I could meet a really attractive man tomorrow that I like, and he likes me. It's totally possible. It's totally possible, right? So when we begin to say these things, just play it with anything. It's totally possible. I could be walking down the street tomorrow and find a $50 bill. It's totally possible. It's totally possible that my friend could call me up next week and say, hey, let's go away for the weekend. I'll pay. Totally possible. It's totally right. It's totally, if you're thinking about starting a new career, it's totally possible that someone will hear about me and contact someone, and they'll tell me and say, hey, so-and-so's wondering if you could come work for them, like something, right? It's totally possible. There is nothing that is, you know, within means, right? It's not possible. We truly, you know, I could win, what do I want now? A Bronco. I think a Bronco Sport. It's totally possible that I could go into a store. They have a draw. I could fill up my name and address and it's a Bronco draw, and I'll win the car. Like, I'll win it. I mean, it's totally possible, right? So when we start believing like that, then things can open up for us. And so that's a really good power. And when you step into your personal power of possibilities, of what's possible for you, and being open and expanding your belief and choosing to believe differently than you have before, your life will change, right? This is the power we have. But if we do not take this time for us, if we do not stay open to us, if we do not explore things or think about things, right? Then, I'll talk to you in a minute. Then things don't change for us. So instead of the narrow focus, we need to open up. 7 personal powers. The power of choice, the power of identity, the power of boundaries, the power of your energy, the power of your belief, the power of trusting yourself, the power of possibilities. This is what I do work, and this is what I'm going to be doing in future programs. We work through these. And I'll answer about my glasses. First of all, I do have the 7-day morning ritual practice experience free starting Saturday. Every day you get a short little video. It'll be linked to a YouTube or Facebook, whatever you like watching from. So you get to practice a little morning practice. It's only 10 minutes, so you don't need to take a long time. But it'll taking you time for you, connecting to your body, having, doing a few different things every day. And you can find what you really love and do your own design your own morning practice. But that is dianamarchand.com. You'll see morning practice up in the toolbar. Go sign up. It's free. We start Saturday. You'll love it. Oh, my glasses. These are Peepers. Peepers brand. P-E-E. Here, I'll put it down. I have 4 or 5 pairs of Peepers. I love them. So the reading glasses you see me wear on these videos are my Peepers. Peeper glasses. They're just reading glasses. They're not prescription, but they're the best made. They're fantabulous. You can get them. Oh, you signed up, Brenda. Yes, I know you really wanted to do that. I haven't looked at those. I live in Canada. I'm not sure where you live, Sherry, but yeah, I could look at those too. I have like 6, 7 pairs of reading glasses. I get bored of the same ones, right? You got to be different. You got to have exciting, got to have funky glasses. Hey, that's something that brings me joy. And this is what we're talking about. Do more things that bring you joy. Do more things that bring you joy. Stop doing so much for everybody else that brings them joy. Have fun. Oh, I know. I looked at those. I haven't looked at them yet, but I want to look at those. Those are cool. That looks really cool. Yes, I would love that. That sounds amazing. All right. Well, I talked a lot. That was a lot in 30 minutes. I'm surprised I finished it already. But, yeah. So if you haven't watched day 1, go watch that because that was a really good one. It really is the beginning of all of this. And then if you're interested in the 7-day morning ritual practice, which starts Saturday, you don't have to prepare. It just comes to your inbox and yeah. That is at dianamarchand.com. And then go to the menu, morning ritual sign up. There it is. And then I will be doing a program coming up. I think it's going to be 6 weeks. And it is really about choosing you, stepping into your personal powers and really beginning to create a life you love and beginning from the inside out so that you can actually love your life a lot sooner than you actually probably think. You don't have to wait for some major changes to happen. That's the way I do life because sometimes if I have to wait for a major change to happen to be happy or to start doing things I love, then to me, it's just like, there's no point to living because I'm not going to wait. Like, I'm not going to wait to be happy or to do something that brings me joy. Like, that just ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we find ways, and I can help you find ways and be open to finding ways in your life, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. I really appreciate that you being here and your energy. Thank you for your energy. It's really helped, and I've enjoyed it. Feel free to share this video, and I will be doing, for sure, one scheduled video every week, probably on a Tuesday. Probably Tuesday at 4:30 or 5 o'clock every Tuesday. All right? So much love to you. Have an absolutely amazing day or night, whenever you're watching this. And for those now, have a great evening. Okay, bye.